I am back. I was on holiday in the south of France, and as you guys know, getting home from holiday is like pretty rough. And I don't know if this happens to you guys, but like I came home yesterday. We were supposed to come home on Saturday night. Our flight was canceled. It was a whole thing. I'll tell that story in a second. But basically, I got home yesterday and had to unpack and realized that I just own way too much stuff. Does this happen to you guys? Like when you come home from holiday and you're like, why did I pack so much stuff and why do I own so much stuff and why do I now have to do so much laundry and the house is a mess after I spent the day before our holiday like cleaning it up. It's just like, So yeah, now I have the urge to like throw away everything in my closet. I don't know if this happens to you guys, but I'm there right now. And then in addition to that, we had a whole thing about getting home where we were supposed to fly home from Nice, and by fly home I mean fly from Nice to Paris because that's where we live. And it's only like a 1 hour, 20-minute flight. A few hours before I get a text saying your flight has been canceled. And it was with EasyJet. There was like no other flights going out Saturday night. It's the height of summer, so of course there were like no trains going out of Nice that had any availability either Saturday night or all day Sunday. Like everything was totally full. We didn't want to like rent a car and drive because it's like 8 or 9 hours driving. And so we ended up taking the regional train to Marseille, which I've never been to before. We got there at like 9 p.m. We had a train the next day at 6 a.m. So we just needed like a last minute hotel. We pull up to the hotel in our Uber and somebody threw a bag of stuff out of their window of the hotel and it hit the windshield of our Uber. We had just literally gotten out like 10-15 seconds prior and we're like getting our bags out and this happened. It shattered part of the windshield. It was very like shocking, and then we didn't know what happened. We were like, what the heck? Somebody threw a bag of stuff out their window. And then this guy comes out and he's like picking up the stuff, so our driver is getting it in, like is like, did you throw this? He's like, no, this girl that I'm with threw it out the window, blah blah blah. So there was like a whole situation. We went in the hotel. The woman that had thrown the bag of stuff was in the lobby. The concierge was calling the police because and then our driver was trying to get through to the police. Meanwhile, like the concierge, he didn't realize that we had been in the Uber, so he's like trying to check us in. There was a whole issue where we had booked through a third party, which I don't typically do, but we were just like scrambling to find a place to stay, and it turns out that the third party had rented us a room with no AC and it was really hot. Now, I don't have AC in my apartment in Paris, but after like a long day of like being in the sun and then traveling on the train, it would have been nice. But I was like, you know what, we just need this room. They said we have a fan. I was like, all right, whatever, just give us the room. The police had to come. Like it was like a whole thing. And then because of everything that happened, we didn't feel like super safe. We had never been to Marseille. I think I slept like 2 hours, and then we wanted to get to the train station like pretty early just to make sure nothing was gonna happen. And so I think I slept like 2 hours, and then on Sunday, like we unpacked. I tried to like, clean up the apartment as much as possible, and then we just sat on the couch and watched Sterling Point for like 6 or 7 hours. And then at night, my brain went off and I was like, oh, I have all these ideas. I'm gonna like set my alarm early. I'm gonna like get back into my routine because normally go to the gym on Monday mornings. I had made a nail appointment because unfortunately I had broken 2 of my nails while we were on vacation. And I made that at 10 a.m. I was like, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go to the gym before this, and then completely slept through my alarm and woke up at 10 a.m. and I was like, oh my god, I'm late for my nail appointment. Now my whole day is like out of whack. I had to like quickly brush my teeth. I was like trying to call the nail salon and it was like a whole mess. So my nails look great, but I have not been to the gym yet. Now I have to like submit a claim to EasyJet, and luckily I am still off work and I have the whole week to take advantage of Paris because I like to have like a little staycation in Paris. And at the same time, like being in Paris, none of my friends are here. No one in my neighborhood is here. It's basically just all tourists. Luckily, I don't live in a touristy neighborhood, but it's all tourists. I kind of liked it last summer. It was like super chill, but now I just feel kind of lame being in Paris in August. Not gonna lie. I am going to see my parents next week at their beach house. I'm very excited about that. My cousin is coming, and I think it will be like a nice way to relax, because when we were in the south of France, like we did beach every single day, but like you're getting up, you're going to the train, you're like beach hopping, and this is just gonna be like there's no pressure. I'm staying at my parents' house. There's no pressure to do anything. I'm just there to spend time with them and relax and just have that family time. So this week I'm gonna be in Paris. My friend is coming to visit me for the weekend. So we are gonna go do some things together. And yeah, I just wanna like get out and enjoy the city. I think I have to get out and enjoy it like earlier in the week because I think it's gonna be raining, which it's been so hot. I'm so glad we were in the south of France last week because like it's just been so hot, and our Airbnb had AC and we were able to go to the beach. If we had been in Paris, it would have been unbearable. So anyway, I need to reset and enjoy Paris before I then pack my bag again and go on an even longer journey. Hopefully there will be no issues there. So I'm gonna go to the gym and then we'll see what happens the rest of the day. But yeah, now you're all caught up. Hey vlog, so I was filming on my phone and I ran out of storage, which is such annoying a problem. So I was walking you through my like skincare routine. So the first product that I use is this vitamin C La Roche-Posay Pure Vitamin C Légère Cream, you know, helping with just like smoothness of the face. I have been using this for several years. I think it does help with my melasma. I do struggle with melasma, particularly in the summer. So I use that every single day. I buy it at City Pharma. I think it's like 28 euros. I go through it pretty quickly, but I like to keep my skincare pretty simple because I suffer from acne. I don't like to use too many products. Before that though, I did put on an azelaic acid to try and help with these like melasma spots that came out after my vacation. Next up is this Beauty of Joseon SPF 50. It's the Aqua Fresh one, not the original one. I find this sits better after makeup, even though I've been using Supergoop for years. This just helps make my skin nice and like hydrated, again for sitting under makeup. And I've gotten more into like doing makeup this year. As somebody that like struggled with acne, it was just hard for me before, and so now in my 30s I am getting more into makeup. It's not really something that like I was taught growing up, and so I've had to like figure out my kind of hero products for myself. Just rubbing that on the back of my hands. So we gotta let that dry, and this is my next hero product. It's the Arborium BB cream. Has SPF 20. It's in light. This does not have a ton of shades, I will say, but I also buy this at City Pharma. It's significantly less money than if you buy it at Sephora. So if you're in Paris, go to City Pharma and pick some of these up. I just love this. I love how it sits on my skin, and I'm not like a huge foundation person because I just think it's too much coverage, and especially being in Paris, like, yeah, people don't wear a ton of makeup, so this just covers up what I want to cover up. I might do a little bit of extra because yeah, I have a lot of melasma here. BB cream, what I do is I put it on the back of my hand, just like a little dollop like this. And then I've recently started actually just rubbing it in with my fingers. And then I just take my foundation brush, I pick up what's left over, and I just like blend it in. Sorry, my bathroom does not have super good lighting, so I look like really pale right now. I promise I'm not this pale IRL. But this is also about as tan as I get. Okay, next step, and I should have done this before doing my foundation, is I use this MCO Beauty wand. It is the Hair and Brow Magic wand, so you can use it if you're doing like a slick back, and I just use it on my eyebrows. It has this like nice silicone brush, And I got this at Superdrug in London, but they recently brought MCO Beauty to Normal now, and this is my favorite step. I use the MCO Beauty Blush & Co. Cream Stick in Terracotta. I'm telling you, I've never used the Road. This is so good, you guys. And it gives you like a summer glow. And I kind of use it as like a contour. I just put like a little bit on, but I'm telling you, this stuff is amazing. My blush brush, and I just like tap it in like this. Oh my god, this bathroom makes me look so pale. I will do, even though I just went in to cover up my melasma spots, is I will just take what's ever left over on the brush and like put it up here on the high points of my forehead. And then something that I started doing is also using this as like an eyeshadow, again, just to give my face like a little bit more dimension. I take it on this and I just like, I think I saw Paige Paul, formerly Paige Lorenz, do this, and I just think it adds a nice dimension. I got a lash lift, so I haven't been using like a ton of mascara unless I'm like going out to dinner or something. Then I'm not really putting it on. So I just, yeah, add this dimension to my face and basically call it a day. Normally I do lips, but I'm having some issues with my lips right now, so I am not doing that. And yeah, I know the lighting is bad, so you can't really see. I look white as a freaking ghost, but I promise you, it looks good. One of the things about Paris in the summer is like I'm in a very touristy area right now. I'm in the 6th on Rue Bonaparte, which is like typically very touristy, and like there is hardly anyone here. Okay, so as I've said about 17 times in this video, I went to City Pharma and I got 5 things, I can't remember. Let's just do a little haul. So I got the CeraVe, just like foaming cleanser. I buy it in this and then I refill whatever bottle I have. This is great. This stuff, the SVR Sunsecure Eau Solaire, like solar water, is divine. I absolutely love it. We went through a whole bottle of this on our 1-week vacation, so I had to replenish, and they have like a small discount going on right now. I got the ROC like firming serum stick. I was influenced to buy this because I could 100% just put the retinol that I have for my face on my neck and my chest, and it would be cheaper because that is prescription, but of course I had to buy this, you know. And then what else did I get? I got the Anua niacinamide 10 and TXA4. I got this because apparently it helps with the melasma. I'm excited to try this. I know it's like a long, slow burn, and I have to figure out how I'm going to combine all these things together. And then one thing that I bought on a whim was these Beauty of Joseon eye patches. I've never purchased eye patches before in my life, but they have like a spoon to scoop them out. So anyway, it's my retinol night and it's time to get unready and get ready for bed and do some reading, and I'm going to be using all of these things and I'm excited. I will report back. Bisous. Bye vlog.